the thing about passion, following your passion and following money is a very delicate matter. The two extremes can be dangerous if you don't find a balance between them.
Hello guys, so welcome to my podcast. Like you rightly know, my name is Ugochukwu Nduku Daniels. Okay, so here with me are my very good friends, okay, and they're here for a very, powerful discussion that we're going to be discussing right now. Okay, so I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves. So I'm going to start with...
Thank you very much. My name is Onyebuchi Alexander. I'm the Managing Director of Printing Stand. We do great things in printing, corporate printing and branding in southeastern Nigeria. So I'm glad to be in Lagos to be part of your broadcast. I'm so excited to be here and wait for it.
All right, hello guys. My name is Uzodima Akalonu. I'm also known as Uzone. I am a media personality. I'm the creative director for Eaton Productions and the head of Prototype Media. I'm glad being here on this podcast.
Hello guys, my name is Darlington. I'm the founder of deluxemen.ng, where we give you exclusive designs on Italian, Turkish suits, shoes, and shirts and the accessories. And we're also powering really good in Asaba real estate. All right, and I'm glad to be here in this podcast with my brother.
All right, thank you guys for that introduction. Before we commence with the discussion for today, it will excite you to know that these are wonderful men of God and they are businessmen. And I'm so glad to have them here. All right, so now let's get to the matter. Okay, so it's been said that we should follow our passion.
Yeah.
Okay, rather than following the money. In fact, some other person says, follow the money and don't follow the passion. So on this podcast, we're going to be discussing this particular subject matter. So I would love us to have their contribution, since these men are already operating in the business world. So let's have their take. So what do you think? What do you think about this controversy? So some say follow your passion, and others say follow the money. So what's your take on it?
Okay, here's what I think. All my life, growing up as a young chap, when I began to think about what's next with life, everybody says follow your passion so that things turn out right. So it's been the passion thing all along, but some few years ago, 2019, when I started my business, I served under a lot of people.
Okay, so you said, you said it's been a passion all along.
It's been about the passion.
About the passion.
All this time.
Oh, okay, all right.
So it's been about the passion all this time. So when I wanted to start my business, if you want me to be very honest with you, I started business because I needed money. That's why I started business. So I would say I went for the money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went for the money. And partly, I started with something I had knowledge about.
All right.
So it's important to note that if you want to go for the money, which it's Nigeria, we're going through a lot in this country.
Yeah.
If you're in a more structured country, you can say, okay, follow your passion, because there are systems, policies from the government that's going to help you drive your passion. So you're not going to be studying all the courses. Exactly. Here we do WAEC, you write 10 or 9 courses, your West African exam. Over there in some first world countries, just 4 or 5. And you focus on what you want to do. You want to be in the art world, technological world, digital world. You focus on all of that, and you get going, and you achieve results. But we're in a third world nation. Things are not like that in this part of the country. So I started because I needed to make ends meet.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I was trying to say, it's important to note that you cannot start with something you don't have knowledge about. Okay. So I had background knowledge of the printing world.
Even though it's a passion?
Yeah, even though it's not so much a passion. So.
Not so much a passion,
Yeah, because just few months ago, I started out something that is actually a passion for me. I'm a very adventurous person. I love to explore, travel, and all that. So I'm working on, I've already started anyway, travel and wonders with Alex. That's what.
Wow, that's powerful.
So we visit exciting places in Nigeria.
More like a travel tour.
Yes. Okay. So I started from Southeast Nigeria, in Owerri, to visit exciting places. So it's going to graduate to every other part of the country. We're going to go around Africa and around the nations of the world. So exploration, adventure, this is what I enjoy doing
now.
But right now, my knowledge of printing and all of the things I do, you already know, helped me to gather resources to fuel my passion.
To fuel your passion.
So the advice is follow your passion if you're in a first world country, but if you're in Nigeria,
that's a good one.
you can make money. Thank you very much.
Okay, so the issue about passion and money is a very delicate one, but it's interesting because all the while we grew up with follow your passion.
That's true.
So these are some of the things that were taught to us even in our homes while we're growing up.
Yeah.
So your parents will tell you, follow your passion. You understand? You will go to church as well, follow your passion. You go to school, follow your passion. So it formed this norm in our heads.
Yeah.
You know, so, but just like Alex said, considering the environment where we're in, passion is good. So let's not get it wrong. Yeah, passion is good. It's good to follow the passion, but it gets a little frustrating when you're following passion and then you're not making money.
You're not seeing money.
So, but it's more interesting when you're following passion and making money.
Yeah.
So as you follow passion, you make money. It's very, very interesting.
But not everybody is that lucky.
But not everybody is that lucky.
Yeah.
So, what if you follow money, use money to fuel your passion? So I'll give you guys an instance.
Okay.
When we're on radio in Abuja, everybody knows Links, right? So Links, when he came to promote his song, so when the studio were gisting, and then he said something, I noticed he was wearing a branded T-shirt then, soft belly, make the shirt fine. You know, it was part of the lyrics in his song.
Oh, okay.
And then, but he had the Pepsi logo on it, yes. So, yeah, so he told me that he printed the shirt. And then he was partners with Pepsi.
With Pepsi,
yeah. So I asked him, was that what he did? He said, yeah, that he prints T-shirts. And then he made a statement that really got to me. He said, "You don't enter the industry broke." You know, so that particular statement got to me because I now noticed that what he did, fresh out of school, he followed. He made money, music. But who knows? Maybe printing T-shirts was passion too. But the funny thing is that we never saw him print T-shirts anymore. So nobody knows him as somebody that prints T-shirts. You know, but we know him as a musician. So what he now finally did was he used the money he made to fuel his passion. You understand? So you see, it gets interesting when in a terrain like Nigeria, there's so much competition. There's so much to achieve. There's family people calling you all the time. Village people are also calling you all the time. You know, a lot of people are depending on you. This is like a dependent society.
That's true.
Nigeria, Africa. This is a dependent society. So people are depending on you, and then people also see you as failure when you cannot provide.
When you can't provide, in the name of chasing passion.
Yeah. So finally, you get married, you start having children, you're still following passion. Your wife is seeing you as somebody that can provide. Of course, your children, you can't give them an excuse that there's no food. You know, you need to buy Pampers, you need to buy naan, you need to buy so many other things. You need to pay school fees and all that. So sometimes you discover that in following passion, you don't really get to it. So most times people feel following this passion is slow. You know, so but there are so many things. There are so many things that can actually help to navigate all these things. If, for instance, you study your passion in school, which is another area we need to look in Nigeria. Nigeria, most times we go to school because we just want to graduate and have a certificate. It's just, let's say, it's about 30% of the students in Nigeria actually pursuing what they really want.
I don't even think they're up to 30%.
And I don't even think they're even up to 30%, but I'm just giving an instance. So these are some of the things that happen. So it looks like most people who are lucky to study what they are passionate about, they can easily practice and they can fit in the society. So they know what to do. So most of us who didn't do, for instance, I studied vet in school.
Really?
Yes.
Are you serious?
You know, so University of Nigeria, but even while I was in school, my passion was music.
Okay.
You know, so we started out rapping in school and all that. So, but which was a major passion. But I discovered that it didn't go down well with my parents. It didn't go down well with family members. You know, so it was really, really there was really pressure coming from that. I don't want to go into so much stories, but there was really pressure coming from that. And then when I got out of school, that was when I got encounter with the media. You know, and I started radio in school, 91.1 Lion FM, UNN as well. And then it was also an area of passion. But actually, I didn't know I had that passion. But you know, entertainment and media can mix.
That's true.
So when I found myself on radio, it was interesting. But I also had to learn on the job. So, but while I was doing that, you know, started getting relevance, you know, and then started getting money and all that. It now helped me set up my two companies. So I started up Eaton Productions in school while I was in school. So we're doing shows, running entertainment packages, which of course, you know, the entertainment industry doesn't really give you exactly what you want at the time. You understand? So that's why we advise most people who are going into music and entertainment to find a side hustle, find something you're doing to make money. Promotion is not cheap.
It's not cheap.
Studio production is not cheap. You know, so all these things you need to
because you have a lot of talent.
a lot of talented
artists
people. I mean, you can knock on every door in
funding.
Nigeria. You find a talented person. You understand? So, but they need funding to do all these things, and it's not everybody that gets fortunate to
get a sponsor.
You know, so these are some of the things we did. So finally, when I now got into the media, and I also discovered that this area can also mix with the entertainment. And so I registered and Prototype Media as well as a media outfit to also fuel that side. You know, so that's how probably we got into the whole getting money to fuel the passion. So that's I think right now there's a new wave in the society. It's a change of mindset.
The reality has done.
The reality because of the environment, like Alex said earlier, because of the environment where we found ourselves. You understand, and then because of the dependency from people. So I mean, make money for your passion.
That's a powerful one. I picked something from what you said. So I noticed you made a statement, and that was the same statement that I heard Mr. Alex say. You said you added knowledge to the passion.
Yes, education.
That's education. So you found out that the entertainment your passion could work with the media, and then there was need for you to run a training, for you to go and learn. The same thing with what Mr. Alex said. So he needed to also go and learn. Because we have a lot of people who are chasing passion because they feel they are good at what they do, but they don't want to sit down to get the training, to learn, maybe from a mentor, somebody who has gone ahead of them.
Which is one of the things, the part of education is very, very important. Very, very important. It's good that you have a passion, you know, don't just run with passion. You know, passion is good, but passion will frustrate you if you're ignorant about it. You understand? So just like you said, get a mentor, get training. And, you know, amazingly, I've discovered something that some of our passion are not studied in school.
That's true.
Exactly. You understand?
That's true.
So we don't study some of the things that we do now in school. You know, so that also affects the whole of the education system. I don't want to even go into so much of the education system. But
thank you very much. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so Mr. Darlington, what do you have to say?
All right. So the thing about passion, following your passion and following money is a very delicate matter, like Mr. Uzone rightly said. Because the two extremes can be dangerous, right? The two extremes can be dangerous if you don't find a balance between them. What we have in Nigeria, or what we have in our society now, is you have people who want to follow money by all means. So what they say is the end justifies the means. That's why you have, you know, I don't want to say certain things. We have a lot of our young guys going into a lot of things, you know, because a lot of fraudulent ways to make money. Let me put it that way. And then we have a lot of young ladies, you know, doing their own, if you understand what I mean.
Some will even say, who passion help?
Yes, who passion help, you know. So, and then one thing we also need to understand is when we are talking about following your passion, it has a connection with following your destiny.
Okay.
Following your purpose. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Following your purpose, why you are here
The
on
reason why
earth. Right? So because we have, let's not miss, some people follow money and then they follow money and
Go frustrated.
all the rest of their lives they are just following money.
That's true.
They are just following money.
That's true.
They have no place to follow their passion. So I've seen people who say, let me follow money. And then when I follow money, at some point, I will now use money to fuel my passion. And you see, at the end of the day, they follow money and money just carry them and they go. Do you understand? Yeah. Money just carry them and they go. They end up not
chasing
following their passion at all. So one thing I want to establish with that is following your passion. There is nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
However, like Mr. Alex said and Mr. Uzone said, there are factors you need to consider. When a man does not have a means to get, or a person rather does not have a means to get the basic needs in life, food, shelter, clothing, you don't have any way to get funding for that, and you want to follow your passion, you are going to get frustrated.
That's true.
That's where the problem is.
That's true.
Do you understand? Because following your passion will eventually give you money.
That's true.
It will eventually give you money, but it's slow. And given our society, Nigerian society, we have a lot of things that are not in place yet. So the average, for example, I think I'm 33 going to 34.
Okay.
Right? But the average 33, 34 in a first world country might likely be far ahead of me in terms of the achievements in life because of the environment that I'm in. Right? When I was, let me share a bit personal story. 2022, I came into Lagos, right? Quitting my job where I worked in Asaba. And then I just packed my books, moved my clothes, just a few clothes, and moved to Lagos. My idea was to follow my passion. Right? I was nearly suicidal doing that.
Wow.
Nearly. Because I realized at a point, this is not going to work. This is not, for now.
You had needs. You had needs.
I had needs. I had needs. I needed to pay for training, certifications. I need to eat. I need shelter. So I had needs.
Yeah.
I needed funding for these things. It wasn't happening until at some point I told myself, man, this is not going to work. So right now, I am going to first follow the money, establish certain things for the money. But from the onset, I am building them in a way that I can live outside of them. Do you understand? I'm building them in a way that it gets to a point, I can employ people to now focus on this thing. Wow. I pay them salary from it, but the funding they generate now helps me fuel my passion. So that's one thing I want to establish. So in that way, I want to say, if you're in a situation where you have funding for your basic needs, please follow your passion by all means. By that I mean, if you're from a wealthy home, right? There are few people that are from a well-to-do homes. They have, your parents can give you money. They understand what you're doing and all of that. I think it was the video that I don't know how true that news is, but back then we heard that his father gave him about 50 million to set up a studio to follow his passion. He's from a wealthy home, so he could do that.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you have a means to fund your basic needs, please by all means follow your passion. But if you don't have a means to fund your basic necessary needs as a human being, what you then need to do is to establish something that will give you those resources. But while like that, please don't get carried away with the money, because it's good. Money can never be enough. So you follow your passion, you establish something, and the thing starts bringing money. You don't want to stop.
That's true.
You get soaked in the more you want, and then you end up forgetting your passion. So we should be able to create a balance between them, knowing fully well that at the end of the day, when we talk about following your passion, we are talking about fulfilling your destiny, fulfilling your purpose, and that is very, very important for you. You know, what shall it profit to
Gain everything.
make all the money,
And no impact.
yet you are not fulfilled. There's no impact. There's something lacking inside of you. That's because you are not fully what you were created for. Basically, you are not fulfilling it. Do you understand? So we need to be able to
create that balance.
I think that's my submission on that.
Powerful.
Okay, so just to add to what Mr. Darlington said, very, very important. Two extreme, right? Very, very important. So, I mean, we are Christians, and we are also in the business world. So that brings me to say that character is very important, and the essential character we need not to go on the extreme side
of both
ends
Yeah.
is self-control. Self-control, ability to know when it's time
To make the
to
transition.
make a transition. And then another thing we should know is also understanding of your seasons, your times, your season. Very, very important, because when it comes to that time, we have the Holy Spirit in us. He tells us, okay, this is the time to move to the next chapter. So understanding your season helps you create that balance, and it gives you that self-control. It helps you. I like the way Mr. Darlington put it. You're not putting your whole heart into this thing. It's something you can actually let go, let other people manage while you fuel your passion. So self-control, understanding times and seasons helps you to create that balance for yourself. So you know that while this one is still there, you have built a business around this thing. You understand? It's now time to because what following your passion will do when it comes to the corporate world and business, it will help you create your personal branding. Exactly. So now people now know you for who you are. Basically, they now know you for who you are, and your passion also has a name. So when they want to identify you, they identify you based on your passion. So other things are now additives. They are now things that we just add to it. So that's basically what I want to add, and it's very, very important we
establish that. Okay. So, Mr. Alex, do you have something to add to that?
Okay, it's been exciting.
Yeah.
Man, I'm learning a lot from you guys.
Wow.
So here is what I want to say. Both of them, Mr. Uzone and Darlington himself, said some very striking things. So I want to pick on those little things they added. So concerning passion and this money thing, there's a place in the Bible says in Psalm chapter 1 that the person that delights in the law of the Lord, he will be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, whose leaves do not wither. So I want to use agricultural example now.
Okay.
What is the passion of a mango fruit? What's the passion of Abalumo Udara? So here is what I think is the passion. You get a mango fruit. The passion of a mango fruit is that I consume it. The passion of Abalumo is that somebody consumes me and enjoys
it.
So the tricky thing Mr. Darlington said is, if you don't focus on your passion, if you're all about the money, there is the destruction of wealth.
That's true. That's true.
Even the Bible says the love of money
is the root of all evil.
So there's the destruction of wealth. So here is what I think the balance is, using this mango and Abalumo illustration I want to make.
For my viewers, the Abalumo there means cherry.
African star fruit.
Star apple, right?
I don't know what it is.
sorry.
So like I was saying, the purpose, or the passion rather, of the mango is that somebody eats me and enjoys it. And mango has a unique sweetening taste from Abalumo that is sometimes slappy. And we endure it and enjoy it and have it nevertheless.
Yeah.
So if the passion of mango is to be planted by the riverside where he gets enough water, what is the goal? Does he want to get big like
an Iroko tree?
Like an Iroko tree, and the fruits get bigger than, my head, and you fall and kill somebody.
And then nobody will enjoy
like breadfruit, okwa. if I'm to say.
yeah.
Ukwa, they say ukwa roge elder, and sometimes it falls on people and
Supposed
kill them in the
them.
villages. So that's not the goal for Mango. Mango needs to define what this passion really is, because
Yeah.
I believe God created us all uniquely, and we have something to contribute to humanity and to the people around us. So let me finish my story about the mango and the udara.
Okay.
So if Abalumo Udara, it comes out in January, and you know January time is when the soil is driest.
Yeah.
So these trees down there in their roots, before they produce the fruit, they tap sap and nutrients from the deepest part of the ground. And you know the roots that are in the position to drag these nutrients are like hair. They're just hair roots or whatever they call them. They're like hair. So this Abalumo drags, do I say a split drop of nutrients, you know, a drop of water, divided into 100. It drags that thing continually in the midst of the dry ground, even under hot sun, during Hamatan. It keeps dragging every day, working so hard, just to fulfill his purpose. Make sure somebody eats me and I'm luscious inside, because it's not dry inside, it's luscious inside. Making sure somebody eats me and enjoys me. That is the purpose of Babalumo. So if we don't define our purpose, knowing that we are here to serve each other, we are here so that the world will experience life in a new way, just because I'm here.
That's true.
So if we define it by money, we miss track.
We miss it.
So we have to define it by who we really are. And that takes us back to our Creator.
Our Creator.
God Almighty. Thank you very much. That's what I want.
Wow. My God, my head is... Man, so there you have it. All right. So I believe that have answered the controversy. Okay. But if you feel or you have any other contribution to make, you can just drop it there at the comment section. You're going to have the full podcast on my YouTube page. So you can just click on my bio for the link to this podcast. Man, guys, thank you very, very much. It's been an amazing time having you guys on this podcast. I mean, I'm wondering, I'm so surprised on the way I just got you guys to be here at this very moment. I'm so grateful. Thank you for honoring the invitation. So we'll see you on the next one. Ciao.